Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We're in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. For a sweet The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First drive coming up here for this New Orleans Saints offense. And leading about a quarterback here in 2021 in his 7th NFL season, it's Jameis Winston.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Excitement. He really generated was the
ready. 525. Check 53. Rip right. Mike, 53.
A first down throw for Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
From the 24, Winston, and that's off the mark, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, Winston being chased out left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game because he played baseball at Florida State too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 17 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try to throw now. Winston firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, Ingram. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Personal foul, roughing the passer for defense.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And Winston lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good. Our score is 7-0 Tennessee. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Callaway, the return man. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Winston into the slide, and he's got a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. He gets nothing on back-to-back runs, so now you're dealing with a 3rd and 10 and probably a passing play.
I would agree with that, and I would highly suggest to the play caller, check a different part of that section on your play sheet, because his first 2 runs didn't help you at all. Find someone else who can touch the ball and maybe move it downfield.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Carter, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I'm here all day. 56 to Mike.
On first down, right back to Carter. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A handoff for Carter.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yards like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Mike 56.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense. He finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a jet sweep. The football to Woods. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. On 2nd down, it's Carter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A throw to the flat for Carter. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards and take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Now for the Titan field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Bullock will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-0. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and it was a smart move.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Winston now to throw on 1st down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Jameis now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To the air again with Winston. He's got Smith here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this 1st half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. All day.
2nd and 3. He'll drop this underneath to Carter. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll drop that down to Carter underneath. And off Defensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Running left on the handoff, Carter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Chris Godwin, a touchdown reception. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough.
There you have it. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. Working with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a good window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Ready? Black 25. 37. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Following the interception, Winston. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 53. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. Fighting through at the 25. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
He was taken down at the
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
First down, Winston.
Rush in.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31. Jeffrey Simmons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down. To throw, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And Hilliard will elect to not return it. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Remain for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike, 20, Mike.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. Here's Brett Kern now
as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston, quick hitter here, it's complete. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Throwing, Winston. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. You must be getting tired of seeing me. He's checking. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Again, it's Winston. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Winston now from the 50. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Winston. That is caught by Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Don't you do that.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Ingram again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. To throw is Winston. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, as trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. And I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. Hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Cohen. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Winston now. That's complete to Troutman, right side. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Titans, they got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And he will have the Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing. And they'll try to run the option here. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
56, right there, 56. Keep it up, defense, keep it up, guys.
On the counter, Carter. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. I got him.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football. Low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it.